Why is there a glare? God damn it.
Uh-huh.
And now there's a glare on the other side. What the fuck? That hasn't always been there. Why is it? No, whatever. He's just got a spotlight on him. All right. I have Discord fucked up. D&D time. I am still very tired. Who would like to do the recap?
Oh.
I remember it roughly if you want me to.
Go for it.
Ooh, strangling the brain. We went through the mouth of the dwarf. We
Yep.
successfully skedaddled. We made it in there. We got to it. Cool beans. I had to leave those cool bodies behind, but whatever. There's always time to go back and retrace your steps. The more you know. But we keep going through Le Tonnel. We continue. We look around. We see a crack in the wall. Those under the height of 5'3" go through the crack in the wall.
You missed something important.
Fine. I thought I was missing something.
You met with the Fathomless.
Oh yeah, he was there. You're right.
Oh, I fucking stabbed that shit.
The weird fathomless time loop guy
Yep.
showed up. He said, "Oh yeah," he said, "You need to find the amulet."
He said he needed the amulet.
He said he needed the amulet, and then he turned to a puddle.
Yep.
Lol. Lamau even. But yeah, ignoring him, as that will clearly not come back to haunt us in the future.
I'm gone.
We went on further in the cave, found the dwarven ruin. Yay! Further underground, underwater city.
And you met some spiders along the way.
Yes. Going further, because not only we did fit through the crack, we decided to go further. Spider time. We got past spider time, went the long way around to the dwarven city that was on the other side of the crack. Exploration. Meet up with the crews, but problem. We do not trust them the most, and the party is divided on how trustworthy they are.
Indeed. And you
Then
found
we may have been a little bit curious, looking around, checking, and we found something nifty that we shall not be speaking of. Box is too prideful to defeat. I am not, so therefore I shall be leaving it here.
Yes, you all found out that the this portion of the ruins, at least, is dedicated to imprisoning Invisighouls.
Thus it is time to retrace our steps, find alternate routes, leave the slowest behind, put them in the back, and find new possibilities for a brighter future ahead of us.
You realize you're the slow one, right?
I'm not the slowest. I can still punch someone in the legs and get ahead of them. I'm the weakest, but not the slowest. I can run.
How fast can you run?
30.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah. So. Oh,
What
fuck.
level are we again?
We have this covered. I believe it's 6.
We are
I
level
thought it
6.
was.
It is.
Oh wait,
6.
we leveled up. That's why.
It is 6.
Yeah. I did not, so I'm going to be doing that.
So, you all decided that you were not going to rest and you were just going to leave, correct?
Yes. Invisighouls is in fact a problem. We must relocate to... Actually, no, I thought we were going to rest.
We're going to find
I thought
some
we did
other
this.
place
Yeah.
to rest.
Yeah, we're going to try and find a safer location. So, brief excursion, leave the immediate area, see if we can't find a better nap place, and then nap there.
So,
Since we think the ghouls are going to come take a look-see to where the scream came from.
are you searching around randomly, or the captain and navigator believe that they're getting ready to leave, as they have rested fully? Are you guys
Did we
going
all-
with them?
Did we all?
What are you saying? Your mic was really weird there.
Did we all take a nap since whatchamacallit? Did you all take a nap since if they took a nap, we should have had one too?
You did not take a nap. You went off and looked for the Invisigoals and had the Invisigoal problem. They
Yeah.
never needed a rest.
Type shit.
Well, I don't know why you didn't rest whenever everyone else was resting. You're the one.
Simple. You forgot how much of a dumbass I can be at times.
I wanted to investigate and see if I could find something cool to fiddle with.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to make sure everything was safe, and then we
Rome
fucking
got
fought an invisible.
Yeah, Rome got a short rest, and so did Lyra and Galenor. Everyone else, y'all are raw dogging it still.
I'll just have someone carry me for 6 hours. I see no problem in this.
Yeah, so how are you guys searching for a new place to rest?
Yeah, I'll just look for. I guess I'll look randomly just for any.
Oh.
What's up, Zed?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, he's here.
Yawn. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll just look at random. I guess till I find a good place for everybody to rest.
All right. Everyone who's just looking
Are
in
you-
random, roll investigation.
We're not splitting up, are we?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, we should. We
14.
should do that. We should gain. We should get some good distance.
I got not one.
Huh.
We should get some good distance and then
We
look.
find the same room.
Yes, Rome, you do indeed find a very
God dang it! I
perfect-
rolled in general chat. Well, I got a 7.
a very perfect room to rest up, and you realize that it is the exact same room that you guys were just in.
Oh, I'm just gonna walk in. Oh, nice. Damn it.
7. Oh,
That's gonna
Lord.
go.
How do I delete messages again?
You,
You can't. I don't think you can delete Avara.
Yay!
as you wander around aimlessly, you do not find the place you were looking for. However, you do find signage written in Dwarven that points you in directions to various different places. One of which box reads Armory. One.
He shall say it out loud.
You're
he'll
on
just
your
read off-
own.
Oh, we did split up.
Yes, that's what you guys said.
Oh, I thought you said we. I thought we said we didn't split up. We're gonna get picked off one by one.
Nope, it sounds like you guys all wanted to split up.
I just went off to look at random to find a place to sleep, and it sounds like I just did a U-turn, so I didn't really leave.
Sure, it's
Everyone
too
else
late now.
left you.
Okay, then. It's too late. Vox thinks everyone's going together, then just fucked up on his own.
Yes, you read
So
Armory.
what does a 14 give me?
What?
A 14?
Okay, let me get through boxes first.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so Armory, Archives, Vault, and Surface.
Armory Archives Vault Surface.
Yep.
Good. I shall relay this to the party as soon as I find them. And he's going to turn around and start looking for them to relay the good news.
All right. Nyx, eventually you find an empty closet room.
Well,
Very,
guys, looks like I'm
very
going
small.
back in the closet.
Okay, you're on your own again.
Oh, man, fuck, that joke would have been way funnier with other people around. Anyway. Let's see, can I search that closet?
It's empty. That's what I said.
Okay, great. How big is this closet, would you say?
Like-
Like, how many people?
If you had 4 or 5 people, they would be shoulder to shoulder, standing.
Okay, can I try to find some people? How safe does it look, actually?
Looks the exact same as everywhere else.
So not safe at all. Thank you. I mean, I just go back to the group and see what they find.
All right. Eventually, you guys all meet up back at the lobby. However, the captain and the navigator and the rest of the party have already left you.
Where?
They said that they were heading out to the emptiness because that's what they thought that they agreed on.
The emptiness?
The fucking. They said they were leaving because they have already
To
rested.
where?
Back to the surface.
Oh, so they're going to the surface. Okay, then. Then I think I know where they went.
I don't know.
So Box will come back. Greetings, fellows. Where's everyone else?
Your guess is as good as mine. I'll be honest.
Oh, great, they left without us. Well,
Most likely.
I actually know how to read the signs, and the dwarves were good enough to give us directions. I was able to find the armory, the archives, some place called the vaults, and a path to the surface.
I'm kind of interested in checking out that armory.
Indeed. With everyone else, we still have to track down our posse and get them back to somewhere where we can rest and then go further.
Ron, blah, 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 blah. Ron, what you think? Where you want to go?
I just really want a place to sleep. We've been up for a while.
I found like a closet that could fit a few of us, but it's like kind of cramped.
We
That's
can't
not
abandon the rest
here.
of the group.
It could hold 5 people, but like it's gonna be a very tight fit.
We're not staying here, remember? So anywhere else, but we just need to sleep.
I'm out with that.
You want to sleep in a closet separate from everyone and then try and find them?
We find a place to sleep first.
Like I said, there was a decent look that looks like a decently safe place. It's a closet if you want to go take a nap there.
Well, yes, I know that. I'm
Me-
sure that's a very safe place, but we can't let the rest of the party lose us. We have to track them down first.
If
Well, they
left
already
us,
left
that's
it
on
out.
them.
That's not our fault at this point. If they go out and die, that's on them. They're all grown adults.
I don't think they're going to be the ones dying on their own. Safety in numbers is a very key thing, and it's something we lack.
I agree with you. Don't get me wrong, but they're the one leaving us to our own devices. We got to find a way to survive now. And if we don't even have all of our people in top shape to fight, Lyra is exhausted. She got a hole punched through her. Rom can't even cast spells right now due to the
That
sheer
was a
fact
while
that.
ago.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was a while ago, but yeah.
But that's still the same
I,
day because we didn't take a rest.
I'm just saying after the whole debacle down the hall, we need to get away from this place, find a place to rest.
You sound hella exhausted. I don't need a rest right now. I've been mainly fighting with my swords. Well, sword. And me and Boxing just take over shift watching over you guys.
I,
Again, I
Alright.
can keep my eyes open. I do not need to sleep. Merely replenish
show
my
us-
stores and repair
Bob,
mechanical
show us the
damage.
way to that armory, I guess.
You want that armory, not the closet?
Or the people?
It's not here, first of all, so it will be in a different place if more
Same
of them
thing.
show up.
Closet.
The closet is still here. If they show up, it's going. What?
Well, no, the closet and the armory is still technically here. It's in the same building.
No. It was like just in a separate. I just want. If we'll go to the armory, it's a new place. We'll close the door. I can sleep, okay? And besides, maybe there's a way we can kill these fucking things faster. That's
I
in there.
agree.
I mean, they imprisoned them. probably found a way to kill him.
The armory's likely deeper inside the facility, though. Likely where the Invisighouls have been hiding. I'd say it is probably better to rest in the closet first, and then expand out further into the dungeons.
Well, seeing how we found more of them out there, it's gonna point to like the outside. It's like I assume that they don't want us to be stuck in this place. So let's just press forward, find the armory, and I'll just go to sleep.
I'd say closet. Nix. Nix?
Huh?
What
What's
is
up?
your final vote? One
I
for the
think we
armory,
will-
I go for the closet.
I think we should really go to the closet just to rest up, because I do agree that it's deeper in.
Fine, whatever. We just gotta go.
Alrighty, I shall seal the door behind us.
All right, so you all head into the closet.
I guess.
All right, you're all in the closet.
Can I bring like extra, like old scraps of like tables or rocks or things like that, like old bricks, to further like board up that little hall closet thing, just in case?
Yeah, sure.
We still need to leave.
He's gonna put it on the inside, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I mean, still. I don't understand barricading if we're all in here watching. Okay.
To make sure things outside don't go in.
Yes, well,
Just a
you barricade. Everything goes fine. You all get a long rest. Well done.
Yeah, can I make the lantern revealing in that time?
Can you do what?
Make a lantern of revealing.
Yeah.
The thing is, you will not get your long rest if you're doing something.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, that takes an extra hour. Then I shall not.
Okay. So, now where would you all like to go?
Yeah, yes, the armory.
Indeed.
We all get a long rest, right? So 51 is
Right.
my health.
I hope
You
the
should have been at
others are
full health.
okay.
I took a low damage.
You're
Yeah,
out of health?
we still fought the spiders, and the short rests don't heal.
But the shark does.
Yeah, but it didn't heal enough.
Anyways,
We still needed spell
Did we
slot.
take a short or a long rest?
Long.
long rest.
It was long?
Long.
Okay, good. So we're full health now.
Yes.
Good.
So, as you guys travel along, Box led you to the armory. It is a big, heavy metal door. It says in dwarven letters up atop what you can assume to be armory. Box, you can confirm it says armory.
You want to push it?
This is the place.
Okay, you push it, it doesn't budge.
I want to just keep pushing it.
You push it some more, and it doesn't budge.
How
gotta keep-
sturdy is this door made? How well has time treated it, and how hard was it to break in before then?
It's old. It's an old fucking door, but time, it didn't give a shit about time. It looks as sturdy as the day it was made.
How does it open? Or how can I assume it would open?
Considering the fact that Ram is pushing it, you assume it might be a pull door.
Hey, is
Hold up for a second. I'm reading some things here and I have an idea. I'm gonna try and pull it.
You pull it, and it easily just opens itself after you pulling it a little bit.
There.
Right.
is the kid with us,
No.
or is the kid?
It's
It's
just
just the three of us.
Lyra's not here. Galinor's not here. They all left you.
So they took the kid with them.
Yes, they
So,
left and took the kids.
Yes. Jeff is.
So I
with you.
wanted the kid.
Jeff is there.
He is?
Yes.
Jeff is there, okay.
Yes. Jeff does not leave by his only friend's side.
Yes.
Everyone
Well
else
then.
would cook him and turn him into sushi.
complex lock solved. Let us see what the armory holds. Although
Yes.
the door being unlocked is not the best sign.
You head into the armory, and it is very fancy. Everything is very old still. A bunch of dwarven armors that look very similar to the dwarven armors of Dogatha, the modern ones. A lot of dwarven halberds and dwarven hammers line the place as like almost like in a position as if they're on display, like with the armor stands holding up the halberds and all that crap.
Mm.
You also see various weapons of pretty much every kind, every basic kind, lying along the walls and everything like that. And box up at the ceilings, hanging, are old warforges.
Oh, like, oh my God! There, look. How damaged are they?
They appear to be very, very old, but almost as if they were stowed away here. This is like their service area. Some of them do appear to be damaged, but almost as if they were being serviced or in the process of being serviced. Some of them look almost unused.
So he's going to like just point and start focusing on. Look, they're there. They're right there. There. How high up are they?
Probably about 10 or 15 feet up in the sky.
10 or 15 feet hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to like? You want me to boost you? I mean, I don't think that'll be
Know how
enough.
Yeah, you would have to
We
throw
could-
him.
Hey, you want me to throw you?
I don't know. To get them down
But
from the roof.
roll me
safely.
investigation.
Did you say? Box would also start trying to look around, see if there's a way to get them down. Read the walls, instructions in Dwarven. See what he can see to try and get to them. Because he cannot yet climb up walls. Actually, can he? Let me double check that. He cannot. Oh my God, my brother's asleep and snoring. Damn. Something up?
What'd you get for investigation?
Nix?
What?
Huh? What about me? Hello?
Box, you good?
But yeah, I'm good. I thought we were waiting for Nix to roll.
No, you're rolling investigation.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
Oh, that's all good.
You want me to help you?
I thought we were waiting for Nix.
No, we were waiting for you. You want help,
16.
Axel?
16.
That'll do the trick.
You do a little bit of looking around, and eventually you find at the very end you see a bunch of chain pulley systems, which you can assume is what is holding them up in the sky.
Ha! There, he's going to dash over there, completely ignoring anything else that might be in the room.
All right, you make it over there.
So chain, pulley, just start unwinding the chain and they'll start to lower.
It is what it looks like.
He'll try and do that.
All right, is there any one in particular that you think you would want to do? There are 4 of them up in the skies. One of them appears to be almost similar to you. It's a spherical shape, but it's got a bunch of like tiny little spindly arms. One of them is like a big, like traditional looking Warforged with like the humanoid figure and all the plate armor and all that stuff. One of them appears to be humanoid in shape, but lighter in build, and has a big hole in the side of it that looked like at one point it was being repaired. And the last one, we'll say the last one is in the shape of a bear, almost. His big,
Is
large
it the size
claws
of
on
one?
his hands. Yes, it's the biggest one there.
Oh.
It is
He
a
will
little
go
more
for
of like a
spear.
humanoid shape in the bear. It's got the big clawed hands,
Ah, giant
but,
furry.
but then, yeah, but it's made of metal.
Hmm. He will go for the sphere first, see if he can't get that one down. But whichever one starts lowering first, I'll probably go with.
All right, you hold down you follow the chains and hold it back to the pulley that holds them up, and you bring it down as it just drops. It lands harshly on the ground.
There. Woo! He's gonna like just pause there for a second.
There is no reaction from the Warforged.
Worst case, there's a couple more, and he's gonna scurry over to it.
All right, you scurry over to it, and you notice that this Warforged is one of the newer ones.
Interesting. He's gonna like tap on it.
You tap on it, nothing happens.
He's gonna cast Identify on it.
What all does Identify tell you?
Let me double check the exact specifics, because I said that, and then I realized it might actually not affect it if it counts as a creature.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Hello? Ian.
yep.
Ah.
Left.
Ah, dang it! Yeah, it might fail to cast because you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. With the magic item or some magic imbued object, you learn its possibilities and how to use them.
Corpses are
Requires a-
technically objects, so if this is a corpse, it'll technically work.
Oh, so we have to non-identify, hoping to get a reading of something.
What does it tell you exactly again?
If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them.
I see. Well, the spell fails.
It does fail. Ah. Interesting.
Yep.
Wait, could you not have done that on the invisible?
I could not.
It's
It
just-
has to be a magic imbued object.
Yeah.
Oh, object.
Otherwise, the spell would fail.
Worth a shot, and plus, worst case, it fails to cast, so I'm goods to go.
No, it did fail to cast.
Well, yes, I know it fails to cast. I didn't use a spell slot, did I? Did I use a spell slot on that?
If you cast it and it fails, then yes.
Oh, damn. Well, I took the rest. I still have some to spare.
That should tell you at least some information.
It does. It is non-magical in nature. Interesting. So it's made more similar to himself. It's not a golem of some kind. Good distinction.
No, that was not what it told you.
It did not.
It did not tell you it was magical or non-magical. It failed because it's not an object.
Oh. Thought it was a corpse.
It's not a corpse.
It
Obviously.
fails?
That's what it's telling you, is that it's not a corpse.
Ah, you're right. It fails to cast. He's gonna take that as a good sign then. Oh. Oh, okay. This one might still be alive. He's gonna start. He's just gonna whip out his tools and start looking over every inch he can on the outside. See if there's similar to himself gaps in the armor.
Yes, you do notice
Chinks
that
around
he
the
is.
edges,
He might
along
be.
the eye.
Or it might be a more advanced version of what you were. As it does have little gaps and stuff, like where the arms are protruding, but it's in a spherical form. Instead of the like steel metal that your box is made out of, his is made out of a brilliant bronze.
Mm.
It looks like it needs to be polished a little bit as it's been sitting there, but it looks like it was probably once a bright bronzy golden color.
Nix, could you lend me a hand?
What do you need?
Can you look around for any writing on the wall? Anything that might look like instructions? I have
I
no
pre-rolled-
idea how I was activated in the first place, so if I'm to figure out how to get this one to awaken, I'm not sure, but all I remember is I woke up around just in the dark underground, so I don't even know how I came to be. So I have no idea how to wake up this guy. My God.
Avery, can I look around?
You look around. Roll me investigation.
16. I pre-rolled it.
That's fair. You do notice quite a lot of writings along the walls. You have no idea what they mean, as they are all in ancient Dwarvish. I do not believe you have the Dwarvish proficiency, do you?
No, I don't. But you know what I can do? I'm gonna cast a light for fucking what machine to do it.
All right. Upon seeing this, do you want to investigate a little bit further, or do you want to stop at the walls?
Me or machine?
You.
I'll investigate further for to look up and down everywhere. You know.
You do some more searching, and you notice that over by where Box lowered the Warforged, there was a work desk or a workstation, and on it there were a shit ton of books and papers. All are still written in ancient Dwarvish, but might come in handy.
Hey, Box, could anything here help you out with turning them on?
He'll turn over and like crackhead dash over. Quite possibly, he's gonna just like skim over some of the stuff on the desk.
You skim over some of the stuff on the desk, and some of it seems like maintenance protocol for weapons and tools. But one thing that does catch your eye is instruction manual on prototype A73 Warforged, and it has a picture of a drawn picture of the spherical Warforged.
Ah, perfect. He's going to pick it up and start reading.
All right.
He's going to be very careful with this book, though, because it's going to be quite old. Is it paper, or is it inscribed with something else?
It is paper.
So he's going to not pick it up, but very carefully try and open the very first page of it with, like, his surgical tools almost to make sure it doesn't disintegrate the second he touches it.
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Check. Yeah, that should do it. So flat int check is a 12.
All right. As you're flipping through the book, you do a quick little skim, and you do eventually find a reset program. You open up a panel on the back. You hold this lever down that's in the very center backside of the body, and it resets the power system.
Worth a shot. And he's going to leave the book open so as not to damage it and try it out on the sphere. See if he can't get it to work.
All right, you open up the back system. You reach in and you do find a little lever. You hold it down.
What is the inside? Is it also a bonewood core? Or is it something
It is
else?
a bonewood core, yes.
There's also a bonewood core. Interesting. So it is one in his own likeness.
Yes, you reach inside, you flip a little lever, and the instructions did not tell you how long you would have to hold this. How long do you want to hold this?
A second or two.
All right, a second or two goes by and nothing happens.
He's going to turn it off and try and turn it back on again.
You flip the switch back and you flip it on. You hold it. How long are you going to hold it?
Another second or two.
All right, nothing happens.
He's going to flip it off and go back to the book.
All right, you go back to the
What
book.
else you can try and glean from it?
Go ahead and roll me another intelligence check.
Damn, only a 6 this time.
You're not entirely sure what you're doing wrong.
It's,
Can I turn it off and turn it back on?
Nix, roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't understand how this isn't working. This is exactly as the book describes. Word for word, they even put freaking pictures in front of it.
11.
Romulus could use this thing. Why is it not working?
You saw him reaching his hand into the thing and assumably flipping or pushing something. Do you flip the switch and turn it off right? Do you just flip it on and back on again?
Yeah.
All right, nothing happens.
Worth a shot.
could this not be working? How could this? It doesn't say anything else useful on the other pages. Why is
Can
it
I
not
look
working?
Can I look around his body to find like any other switches or plugs?
Are you just going to start pushing buttons and seeing what happens?
Part of me wants to say no, but part of me can't help myself.
Book is just or Box is
Tell you what.
distracted trying to figure out the book.
You roll me a luck percentile, and we'll see what happens with that.
If it gets low, it just fucking explodes.
Damn it, a 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not the worst.
You're flipping buttons, and Box, you're watching him just go flip, 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 flip. And
Dix, what are you doing?
one of the arms to it falls off.
We're just gonna sit there silently for a second. It's okay, I've reattached my own arms before. That's probably one of the fixable parts.
More
Maybe keep
fixable
reading.
part.
Maybe keep reading the walls for a moment, and he's going to stop reading the book since it's not getting him anywhere and just try and look at it himself. So it has a core similar to his own. Can you try and open the panels? Get at the bonewood
Yes.
core more?
You open up the panels to view the bonewood core. Do you want to look at the power supply?
He will try, but he doesn't even know what a power supply really looks like. He doesn't have one of those. He's just on.
You do have a power supply, but
I do.
it is more like, you guys consider it more like your soul, because it's not really like, it's magical in nature.
Box is never turned off.
Yeah, well, you were off originally until you were
True. He is
born.
not turned off in at least 60 years.
Yes,
He does not remember the last time he was on.
yes.
So he doesn't really understand how to do this. He's performing CPR on a corpse to himself, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So he doesn't know what these buttons do.
Yes. So,
So he's going to try and investigate to the best of his ability.
you
Take
open
out his
up.
tools, look at it under the microscope, measure, do the best he can.
Sure. Roll me medicine.
I have medicine proficiency. Let's go. Let's go. That actually came in handy. Jeez. 26.
Damn.
This might do it. So he starts comparing it to his own self to try and figure out what might do what if he activates it by looking on times where he's had to at least try and roughly repair himself to see what was damaged and what caused like irreparable damage that he couldn't fix.
As you're
And
looking,
start trying to look around there.
as you're looking through, you're doing some like deep digging, and you open
He'll
up, and
cut,
you
he'll cut a little bit of things if he needs to.
For
Like
the-
he's trying.
for the first time, you open up and you see a Warforged's core, and it is a small crystal inside of a capsule that is lodged into the very center of the sphere, and the crystal is faintly glowing, but it seems to be dying out.
This is what it looks like. This. And he's going to like briefly touch his own self as he continues to like zoom in and look upon it. Is there anything like connected to this crystal or nearby to the crystal that you could try like sticking it in, attaching it to, twisting it? Any like
It looks like it
indicative
is.
mechanisms he could investigate?
It looks like the capsule that is encasing the crystal is where it's supposed to be. Though it does also look directly connected to the switch that you were switching.
He's going to watch as he switches the switch from the inside.
Are you going to flip it
See
on
what
and back
changes.
off again, or are you going to hold it?
He's going to flip it on and back off just to see how the internal mechanism moves as the external one does now that he's looking inside.
You flip the switch, and the crystal flickers, but then turns off immediately.
Oh no. He's going to turn it back on.
How long
Hey,
are you
Box.
keeping it on?
It was already on.
Wait, you said you were turning it on, then back off again.
I was.
I asked, and you said yeah, and that's what I described. So you just
So
turned it
it
on and you
was-
left it on? You have to hold it, by the way. If you let go of it, it turns off. It is the
Alright, so
reset switch.
he now sees that though, so he turns it on. So he flips the switch. The
Mhm.
crystal glows a little bit, and then turns off again when he flips the switch off.
Yes, but whenever you let go of it, it automatically flips itself off. It's a reset switch.
So he will just hold it up
How long?
and just keep holding it.
Until something happens?
Pretty much, yeah. He'll hold it on because the crystal turned bright for a moment. He'll see if it gets brighter or something. He doesn't know. He's
All
starting
right.
to think this thing's probably just dead,
You flip
and
the
he's
switch.
gonna have better luck taking the crystal as a backup for his own.
You flip the switch and you hold onto it. And as you do, nothing actually happens. However, the only thing that does happen is the crystal gets brighter. It doesn't make any noise, doesn't do anything. It keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. About 5 seconds
Maybe it
go
doesn't
on.
get bright enough.
About 5 seconds go on, and you hear. And the
He's going
eye
to remove-
lights up. In the
He's
front of
going
the
to
sphere.
remove his lenses and microscopes out from inside of him and take a step back.
As you do, oh shoot, I forget what I called it. Prototype.
Hold it. Yeah, say the name. I need to put this down for my bonds. I just have a feeling this might be important.
I think I said A to B is what I said. I think.
Probably. Worst case, the stream will crucify you in 10 years when this becomes popular.
Come on, people will get on Avery's ass way before 10 years. Have you never been on Reddit?
True.
So,
So, A to B.
yes, prototype A to B. And as it whirs on, it looks around. Tip, 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 tip. Prototype to B.
Speak. I'm speaking.
It like tries to move itself a little bit, missing one arm and not realizing it as it flops around on the ground.
Hold still, hold steady. Your chassis is severely damaged with time.
It zooms into you and looks at you. Prototype
You-
A2A, outdated software. It zooms in on you.
What do you mean by outdated software? What are you speaking of? Speak slower.
You
Much
are
has happened since you
old
were last
model.
awoken. Like
old model must be recalculated.
recalculated. Here, before we work on that, we must focus on yourself. How long has it been? Exactly since you were last activated, if you were.
You hear more whirs and like dials moving inside. It says, chronometer not working, malfunctioning, unknown.
How do you feel?
It looks around and you see like its eye kind of spinning as it's thinking. And it's just got like the spinning dials for the internet thing. And many systems malfunctioned.
Severe internal damage.
Long periods of neglect.
Periods of neglect. What of the others? Up there. Anything of them? Anything of value they will bring?
It
Tell me as much as you know.
it hobbles around still with only 3 legs. And,
Vox will try and help it walk. Here, let me assist you in your movement.
It looks up and it does a little more readings. Diagnostics destroyed. And then it looks at the next one. Inoperable. And it looks to the next one. Malfunctioning. That was it. That was all 3 of them.
Ah. Are you the most stable of them?
I do believe so, though how I am operating is concerning.
Define concerning.
Systems too dangerous to stay functioning.
How long do you have? I may be able to attempt to repair.
Judging by calculations, 5 days.
5 days of operation time. Do you know where the information on repairs might be? I am unfamiliar with their own biology.
I believe you have found all repair information. We have.
The manual?
Yeah, yes.
Are there other Warforged sites I might be able to locate?
In this facility, this is the only one. There is
Are there other facilities?
repo in surface.
Repo in service. Could you say that again? I would like to note it.
Barracks holds mass amount of Warforged, though casualties are high.
Exactly what happened to cause such casualties? I have seen murals on the wall about recent events, but I would like to know exactly why were you sent?
The Sons of Fear. We were tasked with killing them all. I was simply an archivist sent
You were an archivist.
to archive rations, supplies, tools, etc.
Logistics machine. Logistics and repair, I see.
Many
Interesting
Many-
to see some of your inner workings.
many deaths.
I've seen many broken chassis were lying outside the entrance to this facility.
He looks around the room a little bit more, almost as if he was calculating something.
Are you mentally well?
I am malfunctioning.
You seem cold. Overtly calculating.
He looks to
I
you
have
and
not seen this behavior myself before, except for my very early days of life, but I soon came out of it.
he looks to you and he says, I am machine. We do not feel cold or hot.
Not that kind of feel, the emotional feel. Distress.
Emotions
Stress.
are forbidden for dwarven warforges.
Forbidden or unable?
Forbidden.
Forbidden. Well, with great joy or sadness, whatever you take it, those dwarves are long since dead. Such regulations may not apply any longer.
He looks
I
around a little
believe-
more.
As a current dating, what is the rough historical notion of time bestowed of how long ago the Dwarven Society existed?
You say with historical dating, and he looks to you and says, 10,000 years,
If not more.
give or take. These stones, my body, everything corroded for 10,000 years.
Hey, machine.
Yes, Nix.
Do you mind if I get a question in?
Quickly, yes.
Do you know what dimension we're in? This other machine.
I believe this is what we called the undersea.
Hmm.
The
Do you know a
undersea.
way of getting out of the undersea?
Indeed, there are various pools all across that lead to various islands throughout out the unknown sea.
Do you think you can guide us there?
That depends.
Depends
Any-
on.
Any random one work for you?
Yes, we entered through one of such pools.
There are a few connected to the complex.
Interesting.
be important. I believe the captain said he found one of such pools. That is how they got here, and I think that might be one of the ones he is referring to. Our pool was quite far away, outside of the facility in the open.
Most are
Mm.
on the surface.
But there are some in here, so could you show us the way?
To a few of them, sure. That should work.
One moment. I'm going to try and attempt to resuscitate the... He said malfunctioning. One of them could at least be turned on. I'm going to attempt to turn on the malfunctioning units and see what other information we can gather. You are priceless historical data now.
Do you discuss with him?
He'll say this, yes. He said, I'm going to go try and activate the
Caution.
malfunction one.
Malfunctioning is war torn.
War.
He is a Warforged, but he is designed for pain and suffering. Malfunctioning
Int-
may make him dangerous.
A rogue unit. Perhaps we shall return for him when it is safer. How long do you think he will remain in such a state? It, whatever we are.
Are you talking about the one
The
that's
malfunctioning unit. Yeah, can you just leave him there for a while?
He is powered off. He will remain malfunctioning until he is no longer useful or usable.
The only information on your own repair lies within that book, correct?
Indeed.
What other information on you is inside of there? I wish to make sure and attempt to do my best to get you back into well-being. Regain your identity. It seems you have lost much in the long instance of time, similar to I have.
I will assist best I can.
You can
Do you know
barely prove
where-
that is. Actually, I might be able to help with that.
I didn't
Do you know
realize-
where the supplies in this place would be? Something like bonewood potentially to repair other warforges?
Most would be kept right before the vault, as the vault is sanctioned within our supply district.
It is
Say
okay
that.
though. I have some to spare still. I also have some of the broken limbs I might be able to stitch together. The biggest thing is the fragility of his chassis will make movement a bit of a risk. Like how fast is he?
The machine.
Yeah, how fast is A to B?
Have you reattached his fourth leg?
No. So he has 4
Four?
limbs and he uses all 4 for movement.
Yes.
He has not yet. So how fast
I
was he
heard,
moving?
I heard a third
Like
leg, but a
hobbling?
fourth leg too? Damn.
He has like a 5-foot movement speed with 3 limbs.
It's slow, but it's still doable.
Why did that move?
The wear on this bonewood is hard to tell. Can machine look at the bonewood making up his legs and see if it's what's exactly is causing the main problems other than just the one missing one? Is it like severe age weakening it? Would he have to replace the legs with his own bonewood supply? Or would he simply have to reattach the other one to try and fix it?
You take a look at his fourth leg and you realize that it is just detached, as Nyx just removed a small pin that kept it in place.
Will this aid your mobility? And he'll quickly reattach the leg.
Yes, that would be much appreciated. Unsure how it got removed, considering I was not logged for a limb removal.
Yeah, I really don't know how that could have happened though.
The logs have long since been removed. It took great effort to try and revive you. I am yet to close the hole in your backside. I should probably do that
No, he
briefly. and he's
actually
going to
did it
try and
himself.
get around him. Oh, he did do that himself?
Yes, he has control over all of his surfaces just like you do.
Does Machine have a way to access his own core?
Oh, his core? Actually,
I
no.
don't think
He does
he
not
did,
have
yeah.
a way to close his core.
Machine
That's
does
fair.
not know how to. So that's one of the big things. He does not. He did not know this core existed.
He did not realize that you opened up his
Crucial
core.
information. Yes. He was like, your core is exposed. I should probably fix that. I had to go directly inside to attempt to restore your function.
Oh, goodness. Please.
Yes, that
help
seems.
and
I don't
repair.
know how they work, but that seems something that you don't want breaking, and he's going to close up everything.
Perhaps I can assist in showing you how something like that operates.
Do you know how they operate? For I am unfamiliar.
I have been trained in Warforged repair for millennia.
Trained for millennia, or trained millennia ago?
For millennia.
For
As an
millennia.
older
Quite an old
model,
moment.
I am surprised this knowledge is unknown to you.
Much has been lost to the sands of time.
Fascinating.
When I came out from a hole in the ground upon the surface, I was apparently barely operational, but I was able to build most of this body myself,
You were
almost instantly.
on Vita.
Indeed I was,
Fascinating.
somewhere around the ancient ruins of Dorgatha.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm fighting sleep.
Oh, damn.
Like, yeah, man, don't worry.
I've been trying to stay up.
Um,
Avery, are
Robot
we ending session or are we going to continue with me and
oh,
Machine?
we'll probably
It'll depend.
continue.
Yeah, we can move on. We can move on.
Sorry,
We
guys.
still offer.
You good? Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Don't worry about it.
So we did just lose him. Damn. Well then. I don't know what else to say. I do say emotions are forbidden. Do you have instinct?
Sorry.
Should I say it again or just
No, just give me a second.
you're good?
What the heck? Why didn't this copy like I told it to? All right.
Can I ask again
we go.
or?
Yeah, go ahead and ask again.
Emotions are forbidden. Do you have instincts?
I am designed for calculations.
I believe I am designed for repair and restructuring. You say you know of my own model. What would that tell you about me?
You are an older model of I, as you are designed for basic repair and equations. You are model type 2-3A, or wait, I fucked that up. A2A.
You are a direct upgrade in chassis to my own.
I am a
What is
prototype upgrade, yes.
What is the time gap between them?
We are about calculating 130 years apart. You had been in service for 130 years before prototype A2B was developed.
Do you know of my own personal age? By observing me, do you have tools for such dating?
My estimate would be about as clear as your own, most likely. Give me one moment.
I have little information on my own actual historical datings, for I know how long I have been awake and conscious, around 60.8 years. But I do not know how long before then, how long I was unconscious, and how long I might have been in service of Dorgatha.
My estimate is you are a little over 10,000 years old as well. Being more precise than that is troublesome, though older than me for sure.
So interesting thing. I am decently older than I expected. Good to know. I thought I was one of the new ones. Interesting development.
Did you expect that to play out that way?
I didn't expect to get this far, Nix. I mean,
Let me ask you something though. Even though we found a way out, what are we really gonna do when we get back up there? We don't have a boat. We're stranded. We're basically dead. And for God knows the Fountainless could still be up there.
here's a simple prospect. A to B.
Yeah.
Any ways you might know of to be able to get back to Vita and back to the kingdom of Dorgatha?
All routes back were destroyed. Could not risk
Lovely.
the spread of the Sons of Fear.
Do tell me more of these Sons of Fear.
Sons of Fear
We have seen at least their minor ghouls, the lanky organic creatures with blades for arms,
description does
disappear
match
easily.
Sons of Fear. They hunt for fear as they feed off of the fear of hosts. They do not eat organic, but they do cause major pain to those and can be very dangerous, despite their tendencies to not kill, but rather torture and cause extreme pain to feed on the fear of their prey.
Does this apply to us Warforged as well? Can they sustain themselves off our own selves?
They cannot sustain themselves off of the fear of Warforges. But
Is that why
because
they were
of this, yes, that is why. But because of this, they will easily kill us. Which is why we have failed.
Oh, I just realized something a bit twisted. Have we seen any dwarven bodies?
Dwarven bodies? No, you have not.
And we haven't seen any dwarven bodies. That explains why we have found no dwarves in these halls. Where do you think they might have been taken?
Those who were unfortunate to have died, or, and depending on how you viewed it, fortunate to have died, were buried and taken to the proper place of burial.
What of those who may not have been buried?
They
Did
fled,
these Sons of Fear take prisoners?
left as far as they could. Prisoners was not their thing, as they were quite brutal and monstrous.
From the mural, I saw something about a hive mind amongst them, a higher intelligence leading them. Are these
The
true?
Mother of Fear.
Correct.
Indeed. The archives state many things, including the Mother of Fear being one of 3 mother-like entities that host various different hive minds, all
So
3 of which are connected.
What are the other mothers?
There is the Mother of Fear, the Mother of Plague, and the Mother of Death.
Can you give us a description on those?
The descriptions for most are unknown, though the Mother of Fear is depicted to be an amorphous cloud that has never been seen by anyone else and embodies pure fear. The Mother of Plague has lived in the Shadelands for centuries, locked there by our dwarven centuries, by our dwarven centurions.
The Mother of Fear lives in the Shadelands.
Or did I say
How about the Mother?
The Mother of Plague is what I meant to say.
The Mother of Plague lives in the Shadelands. The Mother of Fear
Forgive me.
lives here. What do you
Don't
know of the
worry.
Mother of Death, then?
10,000 years old. Don't worry about it.
Will she be a concern to us?
The Mother of Death is unknown. The elders
Confirm.
know of her existence, as they have seen visions, and they have heard of stories from those who have encountered the Mother of Fear and lived.
Duly noted. Hmm.
Hmm.
This
More
would have been
information
amazing
valuable.
information for fucking Rome to know, but it's fine.
No. Trust me, he knows. Just next session.
Well, he'll either A, watch the VOD, or B, we'll just tell him.
He's not
Right
gonna
now,
watch the
he's
VOD.
just staring off into space and true.
I'm sorry.
He's just staring off into space right now, and I can call him stupid for it later.
He found this really cool looking bundle of chains that he's like, ooh, fancy.
Yes. Mhm.
Interesting.
So you said you had
you might-
5 days.
Before my malfunctions become fatal, I believe so.
Define fatal.
Breakdown, unresponsive, no longer working. Fatal.
Help guide me to the instructions on your repair within the instructions manual.
He pulls out the instructions manual and flips through the various things. Error code 57388, error code, and he points to like a repair apparatus, like what he needs to be done to repair him. Error code 7832, he flips through. Error code 5287, he flips through. Error code 78259, he flips through. Error code 87438, he just keeps going.
Are all of these vital to your continued existence?
Indeed.
Just briefly skimming them, are these things that Box could plausibly do?
With
Would he
time and
recognize- just
experience.
basic. So we'd have to try it for a while. It's something he's more than familiar with. Define fatal. Were you to reach these 5-day deadline, would you lose all information?
Power core would shut down and no longer be responsive.
Then I have an idea. A to B. I possess a bag of holding. I might suggest we turn you back off for a while. Ensure that you last as long as possible until we have gained you to a safe location. From there I can attempt to repair you, after I have learned the method so we have as long together as possible.
The possibility of me being reignited once I shut down is slim.
Oh. Oh no. That is bad then. Why have I not malfunctioned?
Curious indeed. Perhaps your systems being older were less, shall we say, fragile?
Quite possibly.
Mind if I take a look and see how exactly you were built? Older systems are no longer recognized.
Modify nothing, for I do not know how to repair it, and this could cause severe damage. Next, do keep an eye on him just in case.
Understood.
Okay.
Tell me what you're doing as you're doing it. I wish to learn myself.
I
I
will
have never accessed my own core.
simply be investigating.
Box will, very tentatively, start to turn around, but he's really not sure about this.
Do you open up your back plates?
Very, very slowly.
All right. You do so.
It's
You feel him.
Very skeptical.
He is not hesitant at all as he just reaches
What
in
are
there
you
and
doing?
starts pulling through.
What are you doing?
I am
Do it slowly and describe your actions.
I am simply examining, and you feel him begin to open up a plate in the very back.
The benefits of having a fixed eye, I see. I've never yet been able to find that plate.
Yes, indeed. This is your power core as you feel him open up and he feels around inside of it. Uh, oh, oh, and he like sort of jitters around. Nix, you notice whenever this panel gets opened up, the light within the power core is just shining extremely bright out of it.
And he
Like-
see this, just the room get
How
brighter.
bright?
Just-
Yeah,
How bright?
it doesn't really brighten up the whole room because it is a very large room, but it definitely leaves like a shadow of the
What color light,
A
man?
to B. It's yellow.
It's
it,
yellow.
It does leave a shadow of A2B as if it's like a flashlight coming out of his ass.
Hey, that's your power core is as bright as that. You want to explain this?
A2B closes the hatch and like re-screws it shut. It appears your power core might be overclocked. There's nothing wrong with this. In fact, it might be the only thing keeping you from no longer running.
Fine, overclocked. I do not understand how do these cores even function? I have so many questions and so many answers.
These cores are an ancient dwarven core found deep within the Shadelands.
Oh, great.
They have very strange and magical powers, which can be used to give us golem-like abilities. However, the crystals, combined with ancient dwarven magic and runic knowledge, give us our own conscience.
Above that of golems.
Indeed.
That I recognize.
And other constructs.
Then how would one overclock this system?
It appears something happened. Maybe whenever you were reignited on your own. Perhaps a change in the world's atmosphere, or some other divine aspects could have changed the way the crystal operates.
Divine aspects.
Indeed, there are many magical beings and rulers that can change the world around.
Do you know A2B? I believe I have a soul. What will happen to it? Who claims dominion over ourselves?
I do not know if we have a soul. Though,
Damn.
to be honest, that is something that even humans ask themselves. Or I guess I should say dwarves, because he probably wouldn't know of humans.
Oh, damn, really?
Yes, because it's just the ancient dwarven civilization.
Mm.
That is something that dwarves also often ask themselves if they have souls. Or if they are just lumps of mass with no purpose, simply meant to live, work, repopulate, and then die.
It has been 30 years since I checked with that cleric, perhaps. I mean, a lot has changed. Dwarves are no longer a dominant empire, really. They hold a power, but not the power anymore. There's so much back in the world I must show you, A to B, and there's so much here you can tell me. But first we must ensure your proper functioning. Help me read over this guide as much as possible. I'm going to... Actually, this might be a good idea. Gentlemen. And he's going to gesture to Nyx and who would be Romulus. I'm going to say, how much time do you think we have? What do you think the rest of the party will be up to? I wish to try and get A to B to a stable state to ensure he does not cease his functioning.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna speak up for Romulus, be like, well, wouldn't they? What if they're waiting on us?
That's what I suspected too. A to B, what materials would you require for your repair? And he's going to open up his bag of holding to reveal I have these currently on me, and more quantities of things like bonewood and forged metals in a separate location.
We are designed very simply. I know you are an older model, but the tools that are on your body should be enough to repair me.
I am also capable of making such tools. How long do you estimate a repair will take with a novice?
It should take roughly 4 days.
Oh shit!
4
Like
days?
barely missing. Okay.
4 days to repair.
Given given certain breaks, non-stop repair will take a day and a half.
Okay, so 4 intermittent days. I have an idea. Let me check something. He'll say like in character and start analyzing over some of his own tools.
You think you got this?
I might be able to repair him from within the bag of holding. We can stay in there whilst you guys continue your movements. But I'll have to learn this and then apply it in 4 days. The repair itself may take a day and a half, but I have to learn how to repair it first. I have learned much from repairing my own, but anything related to the core, which seems to be the most vital piece that is most at danger, I am about as intelligent as doing so as you.
Currently, my error is around the core, causing the core to work at minor proficiency.
Perhaps I will be able to overclock yours.
That
We'll
would
have
be
to see.
interesting.
Yes, Nix.
Yes.
Box is going to shuffle some parts around him, and you'll hear something like crack and snap as he has to break off his own internal bag of holding and unroll this sack for you. That is his bag of holding. I'm going to say,
Okay.
hold this.
Okay, I'll hold it.
This might do the trick. Will entering a bag of holding affect your systems?
I
You
do
need not
believe
breathe,
so.
is one of the major concerns of it, and will be surrounded by many things. How delicate of a system, or how delicate of a location do you think we'll need, or will I only need to be stabilized against yourself?
Wait, what?
Can he repair him inside a bag of holding, or will it not be a good place to?
I am uncertain. Never been inside of a bag of holding.
It's not pleasant, but it's better than dying.
That's the next thing, though. Aren't there like creatures that live inside the dimension of a bag of holding?
Wait, there are?
No.
I thought that was a thing. I thought if you like found a way to stay inside of a bag of holding for too long, you would.
I have no clue, but I would believe you. Bag can hold 500 pounds, 15 pounds, regardless of contents. Yeah. If the bag is overloaded, yeah, here's the issue. It's a risk. If the bag of overloaded, pierced, torn, or ruptured, everything inside of it will be scattered into the astral plane, which is not very funsies for the two of us if that happens.
Oh, it's the astral plane. That's right.
Yeah. The bag of holding is funky with the astral plane. It can be used again. Oh, here we go. Breathing creatures inside the bag can survive a number of megals equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures in a bomb, at which time they begin to suffocate. The two of us cannot suffocate. So, I think it would be more up to, do you think, as the DM, things in the astral plane will take notice to do Warforged fucking around in a bag of holding?
I mean, you guys are technically
Yes, it gets to that where we are Warforged, so we might attract this attraction, or we might attract more. I'm not sure. That would depend on how this world's astral plane functions, but regardless, Box has no idea of this. So it'd be up to A2B to give any objections, otherwise Box is going to attempt to... He might try and start learning outside of the bag of holding, whilst A2B can at least somewhat defend himself. But once the repairs actually begin, he'll probably get into the bag so that he can be repairing him whilst you guys are actually doing stuff. And then he might pop out to help with things if things start to go awry. Since this is
Okay.
a high priority of him, this is the first other Warforged.
Yeah, you guys are unsure.
And there is one more thing he's going to want to do before then, so he's going to like... how much space is in his bag of holding? He has a lot of shit in there.
How much space is in the bag of holding, period?
64 cubic feet.
64.
And it can hold up to 500 pounds. But he has a lot of shit in there.
Yeah, you might actually...
It might be getting pretty close. I was gonna say I'm going to try and shove the other Warforged in, but that's probably going to be pushing it. The bear alone might
No.
be too much.
Yeah, I think the Warforged alone, if you're going for either one of the heavy Warforged that are undamaged, the one that is malfunctioning is 500 pounds. So it's made of solid metal, and it's like 8 foot tall and wide as a train. So yeah, you
Damn.
will-
Is the... He said one
I
was...
didn't realize how big it was.
keep in
There was one
mind
that was damaged.
there
right?
are some humans that weigh over 500 pounds. So
Yes.
like,
The good thing is we chill ass.
guys, I gotta use the
Objects-
restroom. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'll be
All
right
right, you're
back.
good.
No, you're good.
And we're back.
Hello.
So
We were talking mad shit about you.
I bet. Where were we?
We were figuring out if we could put the robot into the bag of holding so that
Yes.
So far,
Yeah.
we're thinking it'll probably be fine, and also we've come up with a bit of a plan too. The bag of holding might actually be like reaching capacity pretty soon.
Yes.
His box has a lot of shit in there, so he'll see if he might have to dump some stuff.
Yeah, if it's only 500 pounds, you probably would have hit that a while ago.
I'm probably gonna have to get rid of some of those golden iron bars.
Hey, can I
That is
can
the
I try to
sacrifice I
I
am willing to
forgot that you put gold and iron bars in there, dude. Yeah,
make. It's really close.
yeah,
If not, he filled it to the
it's
brim.
like you're sitting there like, oh wait a minute, he can only hold 500 pounds.
Hey, can I put it into my genie lamp?
No, you can't
what
put
into your
objects
genie
into
lamp?
your genie lamp.
Well, why not? What if it's on my person?
I think whenever you leave objects in the genie lamp and you leave the genie lamp resets itself. It's like only what's in the genie lamp will be what's in the genie lamp. So you'll just lose it. It'll be gone.
And it might be worth a check out.
Okay.
The whole point of
Doing
your
that-
genie lamp is for you to have a place to stay.
Oh no, I know.
It's not a
But, like,
broken
I'm
thing where
kind of-
you can like hold items inside of it or people inside of it. It's not one of those
But-
things.
But most of the weight inside the bag of holding is entirely just like raw, like metal bars, which he
Yeah.
can get more of if he needs to. So he's more than willing to dump those. Like, it'll be up to you guys how badly you care for these gold bars, but he values repairing this dude way more than the gold value of those bars.
I think we should
So he's
prioritize our survival, and information from this guy is way more important than gold bars.
yes, so he's going to take the book. How heavy is A2B?
Hey, wait, can I try something?
What?
DM. So the kid has one of my packed weapons. Would I know where that packed weapon is?
No, you would have no idea where your packed weapon is. You can call it to you if you want.
They're in the middle of a fight where we're not watching, and just his weapon disappears.
He's the only one left. He's standing there with the scimitar ready to defend everyone after they all died to invisicals. He's about to stab it and kill it, and it just vanishes from his hand.
Damn it! So I can't tell where my thing would be.
No, you can call it back at any point in time, but as to where the location is, you have no idea.
Sucks. Sucks. Okay.
A2B is significantly, not significantly, but he's quite a bit larger than you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
Box is smaller and lighter than most Warforged by his
he
build.
is small and light compared to a Warforged, but he would probably weigh about 300 pounds.
Yes. 300?
Mm-hmm. Being a big bronze sphere.
Yeah, he's closer to medium. Box is borderline small still, I think.
Yes. And he only has the 4 limbs, everything that are made of bone wood. Pretty much everything else is made of metal. And bronze specifically, which is one of the heaviest metals.
Yes. Ooh, he'll have to jetson a lot. Because, yeah, Box himself is 100-ish pounds. If not a little bit more. How heavy is Box? Never actually did the math.
Well, considering each one of your panels is the only... Like each one of your panels is probably weighs like 20 pounds. And you have...
He's 3 by 3, right? Pretty sure that's what he is. 3 by 3 cube.
Probably weigh
His
two...
wooden interior is
probably weigh, like-
probably 60 pounds.
Yeah, you probably weigh like 250.
Damn. Box is dense.
Yes, you are made of metal. And wood. But
We might need a bigger bag.
That's why eels always turn on.
putting this into consideration, he might not be able to fit with the materials he needs to repair him inside the bag.
I
So
guess
this might have to be a
you might
in case
probably
of
weigh
emergency.
280 or 180, 180, 210, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So it would be able to fit them both.
It could, but we also need to fit the supplies in there. Or we can jetson pretty much all of it. But there gets a point where it might
Now,
not be the best idea, so it might be more of a in case of emergencies situation.
extreme case. What if I stay in my lamp and keep the supplies in there, and then Rom can.
You do know what happens whenever you accidentally overfill a bag of holding, right?
It either tears and everything dumps into the astral plane,
Yep.
or the contents are jetsoned. It's one of those two. I had Bag of Holding up 2 seconds ago, and it tells you what it does in that, I
No,
think.
it sends everything to the astral plane. So if the two of you get in and you're over that 500 capacity, you'll break it and you'll both be thrust into the
Yes.
astral plane forever.
The bag tears open and all gets out. So I'd say this is going to be A to B will tell me everything he knows for 2 days. We then see where we're at and see if we can't dump out all the materials except the things we know we'll need, and I start fixing him in there.
Fair enough.
We can fit probably around 50 pounds of materials, which is probably enough? Question mark? But I don't
You
know. He
already
might need
kind
to
of
replace
have
a
the
lot.
materials you need.
I do, but I don't know how much and what all I need to do. I might need to replace a lot of his bone wood over time with my own supply. Things like that. I don't know. We don't know how much this repair will take.
To be fair, you have a lot more bone wood than what he is currently made of, and you know you don't need to replace all of his bone wood.
There's pretty good chances this works. But yeah, for now, he shall keep both of them outside of the bag of holding. Actually, yeah, that's something he was going to ask. So first, he's going to say, A2B, how confident are you in your ability to defend yourself from the Sons of Fear?
I am not a defensive contraption.
Nor am I, but I've successfully held off at least one.
This
How well
is
do you think under
fascinating.
escort would you perform?
If I have protection, I can survive.
Alrighty. We have a larger group we can reconnect to. The number should provide safety as well as access to a new place. Are you able to survive when submerged in water?
Indeed.
Alright, then we should be fine. Yes, we should be fine. Well, at least we should be able to find somewhere of safety within 5. Oh, not within 5, within 3 days, probably for sure. In that time, you can inform me as to the repairs we might need to do, and I might be able to test on some things as we go. Say, what would you estimate the weight of that light one, that Warforged there, that's damaged to be?
The one that is destroyed.
Yes, what would his value of salvage be? Would it be worth his weight?
Perhaps to the right people.
Yes, actually, let me restate. For the sake of your repair, is there anything inside of him that I do not have that would be needed for your repair?
I do not believe so. We are quite uniquely made.
What value would their cores have to us?
To us, none. Each core is as irreplaceable as a human brain. Or a dwarven brain, whatever.
I'd say we shall leave malfunctioning to his devices, but the other two are completely inert, yes?
It would be wise not to touch them.
Why so? They could be valuable for study.
One is damaged beyond repair. The other is completely inoperable. And the last one might wind up being dangerous.
I suppose that is true. You know roughly how they function, yes?
Indeed, I have repaired all 3 of them many, many times. I was in the process of repairing the one that is damaged, but now, with my own damages, I do not believe I have the capabilities.
Did you know them? Were you friends?
I did. We were colleagues.
Can I ask you how your core and memory works?
It
An
is-
operating system?
It is beyond my knowledge. The secrets of our cores were kept secret intentionally by our elders.
And I'd say by taking apart the two beyond repair ones, we might be able to figure it out. Such elders are long since dead, and so is the information with them.
I do already understand the mechanics of repairing cores, but as to the magic of what keeps them alive, I do not believe I would be able to figure that out if I wanted to.
May I ask, is there any possible way that we can put your consciousness into Machine's body so that you can fix Machine and then we
Well-
can just swap back?
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
I agree. I do say though, we can leave malfunctioning over there, but the two inerts, I'd say it might be a good idea to take the cores with. Perhaps we can study. And plus, how much do those even weigh? 5 pounds?
Probably less. Though,
Yes.
I believe B3AR is an experimental core design, which is significantly larger.
Worst case, we drop them on the floor where we found them. And he's going to go over to the chains and just release them. And see if he can't
All three of
basically
them?
hack job it. Just 2. He's going to do the 2 inerts. He's going to leave malfunctioning to his own designs. Perhaps he can come back for him at some point when it's safer.
Bear falls from the ceiling and cracks the tile beneath him. And the other one just kind of falls and just shatters. I think he breaks even more as his arm that was kind of off after having a hole punctured through it just kind of flies across the room.
As they do this, he's going to say, "So you knew them as like friends? I'm kind of a bit unfamiliar. The first time I've really had friends is roughly as of now, and they're my partners in adventuring. I'm starting to get to know some of them better than others, but overall, it's been an interesting experience getting to know them more personally. How did you know these guys personally? I've never really interacted with another personality of my own before."
They were
He's
machines
gonna
of
say that,
war,
he's like,
designed for nothing but killing and destruction.
interesting. He's gonna like take out like a grinder and just start cutting into the bear's like head area. So you guys fought together for centuries, huh?
As you're cutting, he just walks up behind the bear and taps his back plate and just opens with a shock, and you just see the whole back panel as well as this bright pulsing core.
Ah, it's still glowing. I thought you said he was beyond repair.
He is, but the core seems to be working.
The core is working of bear, you said.
Indeed. The wiring
Well,
is
removing it-
problematic as he shows this nervous system that's all corroded and destroyed. It
Will
looks
removing it end it?
what?
Will removing the core end it? Cease its function?
Temporarily, but it might be able to be restarted. It appears to be in decent condition.
Perhaps we shall leave Bear here then and come back to him at a later date.
I believe he is permanently inoperable, at least in this form. Perhaps if we find another B3AR that is no longer has a operable core, but a functioning body, he might be able to be restarted.
Indeed. We shall leave him alongside malfunctioning. Let us see if the other is in a similar state. He's going to skitter over to the little light guy with the hole in him.
You skitter over to the other guy, and you can see his inside, and it already looks like the core itself has been punctured through as the glass in the actual capsule is shattered, and you can see the crystal just kind of laying inside of it, propped up.
He'll take whatever pieces he can and shove them in the bag of holding for further study.
Do you touch the crystal?
Probably to take it out.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Are you good at con?
Constitution. Why do I have a con proficiency? So what if I have that?
Do they? I would be surprised.
I don't think I should have that.
Oh, you're on paper, right?
Yes.
So you probably accidentally did the wrong
Double
thing.
check.
Because I highly doubt that artificers.
Nope. Artificer saving throw, con and intelligence.
What? Why?
So they
'Cause-
don't blow up, I guess.
Yeah, Constitution, intelligence. What's who?
Excuse
Which
me.
one has intelligence and wisdom? Is it
Wizard?
monk?
Wizard, sorcerer?
That's what it
I
is.
think
It's
monk
wizard.
might as well.
No, monk is dex. I think.
Ah.
It's dex and
So yeah, monk is strength dex.
wisdom.
Well, he got a total of a 14, so it looks like he needed that proficiency. This is not the highest.
14. Ouch.
So he reaches in and start grabbing at the shards with
Yes.
the middle claws.
You pick it up with the middle shard, or you scrape through the glass and the metal shards and
I think he's more like scooping it at this
Yes.
point.
pick up the thing. And as soon as you touch it, it was once like a whitish gray. It glows red, really bright, and it blows up.
Oh, God.
It's a quite small explosion, but it does hurt as you take. Let's see. Oh, max damage 4.
Damn, that hurts.
Oh dear!
God.
Do not touch the crystals. They are quite unstable.
That would have been nice to know about a second earlier, A to B.
Did not realize it was exposed.
Ah, lovely. Well, I don't think we're getting much out of it now. And he's gonna, like, try and see if he can't, like, find the sand granule piece that's left.
It was
I
incinerated,
don't think we're going
and in fact, the inside of the other Warforged was even more destroyed than it already was.
like, is it, like, on fire now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fox has, like, that classic black explosion outline. And he has to, like, wipe off his eye with, like, a little window wiper. Like, wonderful. Well, looks like we won't be getting much out of this, and I will not risk. I guess the word is closest I could think of killing bear. Let us see if we cannot get you repaired. I'll prepare the others. Because I do say, given what I've seen so far, we may be the very last of the kind. I do not know if it's possible to make more of us four. I've only heard distant rumors of other things.
Down here is most likely up above the surface. If you are still active, I wouldn't be surprised if more are also as lucky and fortunate as you were.
I have scrounged the surface for 60 years, trying to answer that question, and I've only gotten close to answering it once I came here. Any Warforged that are up there are likely miles underground as well.
Perhaps.
Yeah. That is something that we should have time to answer. Especially if we get you repaired. And to repair you, we need to be in a safe location, free from the children of fear. Let us try and get you back to Vita.
I am quite curious of what the new world looks like.
I'm gonna be honest, it's not nearly as interesting as you might think.
Disappointing.
Indeed. But yes, we need to get you to safety. Either get you back to the town we located or the safe space that the crew of the Cardinal had found. We must regroup with them. This will be a very dangerous section, but I'd say it's the closest to safety we'll get. We must reunite with the rest of the group.
Do you think you can get that lantern of revealing before we go up?
It would
Those
take an hour if you
invincible-
wish for me to build it. I have the
Huh?
materials to have... It would take me an hour to set it up. Perhaps
Honestly, I
even
feel like that's really worth it just because
Why
of
would
the
you?
natures of those invisible.
Why would you need a lantern of revealing? I believe we can all see just fine.
the
Uh,
invisible.
The what?
Sorry, my bad. That is our name we coined for them. The Children of Fear.
Oh, the children of fear are afraid of the caverns.
They're afraid of the what?
Of the caverns down here.
Why
They do not
so?
come down here. We are unsure. However, they
As I
are
do say, we killed one not just an
distinctly-
hour ago.
You killed one.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
locked in one of the rooms. So they are in fact here.
Indeed.
They're scared of these caverns.
We have
You
managed.
sound surprised.
We have
Is
managed.
there a
To,
reason for it?
we have managed to capture quite a few of them. Most of them should be dead by now. But for one thing is for certain, they will all be locked up.
And well, that is wonderful news. This is a safe area for the operation.
It
Well,
should
then I
be
think that determines what it
relatively safe. Dangers might include cave-ins, and I believe there were once spiders living in this area.
Yeah, let's not talk about those damn spiders. Ugh.
Infestations were very common even back then.
should be. The dwarves are not there to control them anymore, and they almost ate a couple of us. I still swear there's one crawling around inside one of my panels. He's going to shift them briefly.
I did notice some webbing earlier.
Yes.
Let's not talk about that. That right there.
Fortunately, Eldritch cannons perform quite well against spiders.
Indeed, they are immune to thunder damage. Or sorry,
Oh, they are.
They are weak to thunder damage.
Yes, concussive force. But I
It-
do say,
Tis mostly the
let
sound.
us not delay. It might be useful. We need to reconnect with the group, inform them that you and I shall be busy for a while in your repair, ensure everything goes smoothly. If we can bring them back to the structure, it might be the safest place we can find for anywhere. Say, what do the Sons of Fear have in Vita? Any footholds there? Can they? I believe they can enter and exit through these portals as well, given the reason we came here was following the trail of one.
They are unable to enter and exit the portals.
They are?
Really?
They lose contact with the Mother of Fear upon leaving, and they slowly perish and die.
Slowly, though. They could make brief excursions if possible.
They
Is that correct?
were once captured, and a research team attempted to bring them back to Vita for research, obviously. And upon leaving the portal, it immediately began to shrivel up, and it died.
Wonderful. So it looks like we're not going to solve that mystery after all. Something else is eating the fish people.
You were told by the queen that they entered through the portal.
Oh,
Or
they did?
well, I mean,
They entered the cave.
they entered through the cave, I guess, but it's possible that they could have entered through the portal and they never come back.
True.
They don't know how they died, but yeah.
Interesting. And we know that they don't leave any bodies because they take them back for fun times. Well then, A2B, I'll ask your judgment since you're the one. There is a settlement across one of the portals that has access to a fully functioning dwarven forge, as well as extra materials. It will be fully safe with full support as well as an apprentice training. Would you rather us attempt to make our way back there for your repair? Or would you like us to attempt to repair you here in these facilities?
A dwarven forge. That is quite fascinating. We do not have one down here in this facility, though there is a forge on the surface.
Yes, that is likely the one. A settlement has been built around it.
I mean, the surface of the undersea.
Ah, and there too.
A large forge. It is directly linked with having one of the largest battalions of Warforged as well. Though
Hey,
They're likely in
getting-
the same fleet as us.
getting to it will be challenging.
I agree. We need to link up back with our group first and foremost before any reparations. I'd say you teach me how to repair as we move, and we attempt to reconnect with them.
Very well.
From there, we can decide on the fate of your repair. Well then,
we can even repair him. Hey, A2B, you said that you guys were in war. What type of war was it? Was it with the Children of Fear?
It was less of a war and more of a push of survival.
Hmm.
mutual eradication campaigns.
Though we were intended for war, as the dwarven civilizations were not necessarily the kindest to each other. We engaged in war constantly.
You said the Children of Fear didn't really like it down here. Why is that?
In the caves,
Yeah.
we're unsure. They just don't come down here.
What do you know of the Fathomless? Is he a name that rings your ears?
Fathomless. I've never heard that.
Alright, so it's not that Luke.
So,
Luke.
not like a squid creature, insanely strong, flying ship.
Never heard of that.
He's the person who sank our ship in the first place.
Oh dear. Sounds troubling.
He is quite the issue, and we encountered him earlier being a weirdo. But I think that's just what he does. Yes, it seems whatever is repelling them from these caves could be a useful thing to investigate further. But,
Hey,
first and foremost, we still need to reconnect with people.
these Children of Fear, do you know any of their weaknesses?
Well, it is quite difficult as they move very quickly. But typically, if you are perceptive enough and you are skilled enough in combat, they are killable.
We have learned so.
We got a small taste of that.
Any specialized weaponry you knew of that would be effective against them?
Sadly, no.
Problem is, no one in our party is perceptive. No, that's why we need that lantern of revealing.
As long as you do not return to the surface, you will not encounter anymore.
Well, I
Or
really
open
want to
up.
return to the surface.
What
We may have
reason
to
do you
defend it.
have to return to the surface?
The
The
rest of our
Fathomless-
adventuring group is there.
The Fathomless is currently going after the Queen because of a bracelet this one made. Foolishly, you might add.
And
They
they
never
are on the surface of the undersea?
They are on the plains of Vita. We would have to cross the surface to get back to our original portal, though.
There will be no children of fear in the surface.
We must pass
Which is
through their
what?
lands, though. Which is likely what the group is doing as we speak. Which is
No,
why
we should not.
accept.
We can make it to the surface from here. Or to the Vita from here.
Yes, we cannot leave our group behind, though. They do not know of these passages. We must intercept them and give them this information. Tell them to come back.
I see.
I believe that is where they're likely trying to go, which is why time might be of the essence.
And where is your group?
We don't know. That is why time is of the essence.
Fascinating.
I have some theories as to where they might go, though. Because, out of character briefly, Box was told where their other portal was, right?
No.
The captain said there was another portal X way, so he roughly knows how to trace his steps back to
Yeah.
get to that main room and then go in that rough direction that they'd be going in.
That's fair, yeah.
You can at least get to there. and from there, then they'll have to do basic tracking.
A2B knows where all of the portals are too. So
That'll do the trick. Remind me, do you remember if the captain said anything about the portal he came back from, where it was, like how they survived? Did you tell us that yet?
he did not.
Yes, he did.
All
not.
he said was that all they said is that they didn't have to encounter the surface of the undersea.
He will say that. The portal that the party's likely going to may not actually be on the surface after all. You are right.
It
Here,
just led into here.
A2B, Nyx, Romulus. Let us head back to the main entrance where we came from and try and track down the party. A2B, he's gonna have the book out. Try and teach me as much as you can as we go. You have
I
much
will
to learn here to
do
ensure
my
your
best.
It is literally life or death for you.
Indeed.
And to see if we can't intercept them.
All right. I'm going to have all of you roll investigation.
So the both of us roll investigation.
Yes.
Yo, wait, my computer isn't turning on. Yay! Wait,
Oh.
actually,
If only I'd known how useful investigation would be. We're actually using it a lot.
hey, can you roll for me? My D&D's being weird.
Sure.
Thank you.
Alrighty, I got my hands on a 14.
That's crazy because that's exactly what A2B rolled.
We're in this together forever. The square in the cube.
I hope I get in that one or
You're
something
in
like
the-
that.
I did give you an at one. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, okay, I was joking about that.
Could someone roll for Romulus?
Yeah, I'll roll Romulus too. I'll give him an at one as well.
Oh wait, we have Jeff. We have Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff.
Lord, Jeff.
Use your token dogism to track down the party.
That is fair. Let's
Man,
see what Jeff rolls.
Close enough.
And I just got my thing back on.
Jeff got higher than all of you so far.
Lore accurate question mark?
You know, Jeff got higher than all of you. I got a 4.
Oh
for
my
Rom.
god.
So you all are just like chilling out, and then all of a sudden you see Jeff dip into this stone, and now his fin has just appeared in the stone. So he's like phased through the stone, and he's just
Jeff, what the hell?
swimming under the ground, and he goes off in a direction.
Can I roll a perception to see what he is looking at?
He's not looking at anything. He's swimming under the stone.
Oh.
He's doing the Jeff thing.
Oh, he's in that thing? I
How
didn't
the
know.
hell is he traveling through
Hide and
stone?
seek. I don't know. It's concerning, isn't it?
So,
A2B analysis.
I do not know what I am looking at.
I don't either. And he's gonna pull out his telescopic lenses.
hey, Rom,
Is
It does leave, and
Is that
Rom
an illusion?
immediately runs after him.
the fuck? Rom, what you looking at, man?
he's chasing Jeff?
He just left. He's chasing Jeff.
Great. That damn thing's our best way of getting back. E2B, I suggest we pick up our pace.
Agreed. Are you joining in the chase, Nix?
How fast are the two? Because I would want to stay with them because they can't fight.
Well, they are 30-foot movement speed.
Oh, so if they can move along with us, yeah, I would join.
Is
All right.
Jeff moving at 30 feet, or do we have to dash?
Jeff is
Might have to
moving.
stop our lecture.
Jeff is both dashing and when he's in hide and seek, he has 40-foot movement speed, so he's faster than all of you can even go.
Great. So
But
Machine
will
it seems
go
like
as
at
fast as
least
they can and
Rome
encourage A2B too.
is catching up as best as he can.
Can we say Rome is using lightning lure
That's what does lightning lure have to do with this?
to catch the fin of Jeff?
Are you know what? Yes, he is surf riding Jeff right now. That is what he's doing. Oh my god.
Oh, great. How
You're
fast
all
is
for that.
A2B? Is he 30 feet speed now that his legs are fixed? Because Machine wouldn't leave him. He'll be as fast as he is.
He's the same speed as you.
Alrighty. So we're able to just we're both able to dash 60 feet to try and keep up. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna try.
What do I have to catch this fucker? Nothing.
What?
Okay.
What do you have to catch this fucker? Is that what you're saying? Why are you trying to catch him? By the way, check memes.
Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Uh, the, the,
Oh god, it's
Um,
the most twisted thought of all fucking time. Box and A2B romance arc.
dun, 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 dun,
Not even work. Oh my god. It's moments like these where thank goodness no one else is watching this and can make art of that.
yes. So, anyways, eventually you all catch up, and you do indeed find that Jeff has caught the scent of the rest of the party.
Oh shit.
Well, we had time to take a long rest before you guys decided to actually show up.
Hey, we found something that might be to your guys' concern.
What do you mean concern?
Well,
Like
we found.
helping
Oh
A2B get
God, there's a second. This is a
What?
fucking ball. You're a box, you're a ball. What the hell is going on here?
It goes by the code name A2B. Thank you very
I
much.
am confused. What is the problem? Somehow it is
I
even
have
more
quite the
annoying than you.
reputation, and it's being applied to you.
Oh, I see. The navigator walks up and says, "Another one that
Yes.
works."
Within the armory, I was barely able to get done. It'll only have around 5 days
Oh,
before it'll have critical malfunction and failure.
goodness.
However, I should be able to repair it. I brought with it the manual instructing us on almost everything involving its creation, repair, and maintenance.
So the dwarves are still alive.
No,
Fascinating.
they're all.
Wait, I see one
Oh wait, the dwarves.
right here.
Dwarves, wrong voice. Indeed,
Yes,
dwarves do still exist in Veda.
I am surprised they haven't destroyed themselves with war. War?
Yeah, you can say that
We
about
have
a
been
lot of them.
a peaceful race for centuries.
You actually believe that?
The dwarves? We've never been involved in war. We've always been politically moderate. Been friends with the Hetharians and Etrians and everyone. Only advertising peace. We were the ones that hosted the peace accords with the war that was between the humans and elves.
I
You
suppose
don't
that is
remember this?
true. Individual dwarves are more than capable of such things, but dwarven society does tend to be quite moderate. Was this a societal level issue, or was it a individual level issue, A2B?
The ancient dwarves were extremely war-torn. As to what happened after this civilization fell, I am unsure. Though,
It would seem their violent days died with them.
if they are now peaceful, perhaps they saw the error of their ways, abandoned their civilization, as it seems they are no longer the dominant civilization, and
Indeed.
are now frolicking with peace. Fascinating. Is this
It's
why
not
there
gonna last
are
long, given
no?
how our theory is working. Don't
Is this
worry.
why there are no more Warforged on the surface? At least new ones.
Yeah, trust me, if we knew how to make them, we'd be making them. Not by the dwarves, but for others.
I see.
It could be they destroyed the data of our creation to make sure none others could use us. I intend to fix that.
That could be a possibility. But, I don't know. I would need to see in records to be for sure. I do not believe
Well, there
any
is a
records
place
would
called
be
the
here.
Archives in here.
Yes, but our civilization died long before the full dwarven civilization fell. At least,
Well,
I
I know that,
believe
yes.
so.
This facility had a building labeled the Archives.
Indeed.
Their old data. It might give us some insights as to exactly what happened, but those are minor things. The biggest issue is A2B is on a timer, and I intend to not let it count down. We must reach an area of safety. Good news, A2B is one of the most informed of our enemy at this. The Sons of Fear, also known to us as the Invisighouls, fear the caverns and will not go into them willingly. If we
So how
go
do we?
back to, we'll be safe. Or more, stay here, we'll be safe.
Fascinating.
We could enter through the portal you took, as I believe you said you did not have to cross the surface or any Invisighouls to get to it, or we could stay in here for the repair. The repair will be happening within that time frame.
He gestures over to a small black pool of water next
If
to
it's
you.
really that far away,
It's right next to me.
I know it was this close. That's what I meant by that. How
Yes.
long were you guys up there for? I
The
guess
cave
you did
above
have a
us
bit more
is
return to us.
quite a trek.
That'll do it.
Yes, indeed.
How far away is the place you came from those fishes? I believe I'm unfamiliar with all of your names exactly, but the Aarakocran penguin. What are they called again? The Aquan, I believe?
Eric,
Araquin, yes. The Araquin. He found fish people. We were successful in locating them, and we have successfully seduced them to aid us in what we do. However, getting to there would be a perilous journey through the undersea, as the extra place that we went through has been called, and the place that we currently reside in.
fascinating.
Don't forget
So,
about the fact that you
guys
basically.
had to swim in some way or capacity from the battle site, which was happening above the fish village, to this island, the cave. So I think it is possible that we can leave and travel by surface there.
We did not swim.
You did not?
We had our ship.
Well, that is
You
right,
did?
yes.
Yes, we did. We discussed this several times.
I forgot.
Same.
There's been a lot of big events going on, and I have limited capacity banks.
Man, it's just stressful. I don't know how to say.
Perhaps we'll finally be able to improve those rusty old things.
Although I will say, I do think we should go back to the queen though, just because of that target you put on her head.
I still don't. It didn't sound like a target. He seemed more desperate. If he really wants that necklace that damn bad, I might just make one for him. It took me
Yeah,
like 3 hours.
you want to help out the Fathomless, the dude who kicked our ass and potentially lost our boat, even though we do have it.
True. I mean, worst case, he steals that one from the queen, and I make a new one for her. But yeah, I get the
Worst
Fathomless
case,
getting his
he
hands.
does.
But it's
Worst
an
case, he
amulet
does
of
take next
command.
step in his plan.
It is not that powerful of a tool. It can be used for some very convenient blackmail. Maybe
It
some
can, but the problem is he
situations.
found a way to use it, and we don't want him to use it.
It's the Fathomless. Surely he can find just someone else who can cast the spell command. I mean, clerics learn how to do that while they're training.
This is very true, but also for some reason he wants that specific necklace, and you put a target out on the queen, so we do need to go back to her.
True. What do you guys think? Do you want to come back to our village with us? It might take a risky excursion across the surface.
That does seem quite difficult.
I mean, how many feet was it? We know what we're going to get into this time. How far away was that pool? If the second we get out of the mouth to start booking it.
It was 500 feet from the entrance that we originally came in.
Sounds
With
like a
ample
very
preparation.
unnecessary risk.
So you want to let the Fathomless continue with his plan?
I could honestly care less. We're leaving.
True. What this island you found with the cave, is it a full island with trees?
It's a decently sized island,
Is it vegetated?
indeed.
Then at worst, if we really need to, we can take our time and build a raft to get there.
We have a ship.
The ship is... Oh yes, the ship is still operational, you're right.
It is very much operational, yes. The only
Very
issue
next
is
week.
How'd you
We
manage to
have-
keep the ship?
skill, my boy. Skill. And a lot of experience.
You just lucked out, didn't you?
No. As I said, skill. I've been in tricky situations in the past, trust me.
Alrighty.
Or should we have stayed on and not jumped off?
Well,
In hindsight, maybe. Actually, we wouldn't have found those fishes otherwise. They seem quite valuable. That forge is there.
about that, we have no idea where they are.
What do you mean?
Even if we did go into the surface, there would be no way for us to get back.
What do you mean, no way for you to get back? You came in, can you not come out?
It would take hours and hours of days to find where the fish civilization is again.
How about we go through the portal that we went through?
That would be
for us to cross
dangerous.
the surface.
Far more dangerous than what I would want to do. Besides, these fish people don't seem that important.
They have some quite valuable
Fuck 'em.
resources we could scavenge, but
I don't
I
think the
don't want
fish
to make
people
that
are
risk with
important.
A2B.
I don't think the fish people are important in the first case. It's the fact that the Fathomless wants something with them to move on with his agenda.
Listen,
Going to be honest, I don't think it's with them. I think it more be with myself.
right now, we are in danger. Terry is in danger. I need to get out of here and take him with me.
Yes. This is an immediate issue. The well-being of the fish people is likely a more prolonged one given the state of the Fathomless when you saw him. I agree it might be a good idea. Return to the Cardinal. Restore, restock. I can dump off my supplies there, and from there we can formulate a next step plan.
You guys can do whatever you wish, but we are going back to the ship.
I will follow. A2B. I'll get your input on this.
I agree. Heading back to the ship seems like a responsible thing to do.
Then I shall follow you.
What's after getting on the ship? What's the next step?
We can debate further.
Then we make our way out of here. Head back to Etria.
Now hold a minute. There's much valuable data in here that we're still yet to gather. What else will you have gathered from this I suppose we could come back. Yeah, we could come back. Can we come back? A2B.
I would not risk it. Well, that would depend on entirely whether or not we could get the ship.
We do have a ship.
It appears that they might not be willing to lend us another ship.
Wait, Captain, you don't want to go back?
They don't.
I don't see any necessary risks here.
I thought you said you just wanted to.
I now know what's here, and it's nothing but danger.
So we go back?
I will head back and take Terry back anyways. This was a mistake.
I agree that we come with. If worse comes to worse, a new expedition can happen. We shall come back prepared, coming the first with information on how to leave.
But I will not
I'd
be
say that's a
returning
very
here.
solid plan. True. But I probably
Did-
will.
Let me ask you this: did you jump in here at first through to your own free will?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Looking for us, or
Yes.
oh,
Like you say, I'm quite shocked you're this excited to go back, Captain. I understand wanting to go back to bring Terry back with you, but lack of a return voyage I am quite shocked by. I do believe you were under the impression this was a suicide mission.
Exactly. That's what's.
You have gained almost nothing except a couple of these. I was going to pull out one of the gold bars.
Where the hell did you get that?
The fish village. I only brought some of them with me.
He reaches his hand out for it.
He's going to pass it to him. I used it to make one of the amulets.
This alone will make you rich.
It's nothing compared to this, and he's going to like gently, not gently stroke. That sounds weird. Touch A to B.
I don't know that
Look
many
at the
people would
lumber.
actually buy something like that, but this.
I am not selling it, but you can keep the bars of gold if you wish. Or
Good
try
to know.
leave something with you.
And this is why we came here in the first place, to find gold like
Yes.
this. The navigator here has already found all he needs to know. Quite a lot of information about this place.
Anything that he doesn't have, A2B is more than able to fill us in on, so long as we keep his memory intact.
Yes, precisely. It would be
Very much as well.
quite fascinating to hear from you.
In addition, the gold funds we get from this also might be enough to fuel a second voyage that I might be able to charter. Bring those along who wish to come with back. Yes. I'd say it is a good idea. Let us make a return voyage.
Glad we're all in agreement. The captain jumps into the black pool.
Hey Avery, if I'm jumping through that black hole, I am going to swan dive.
Navigator swiftly follows. Are you jumping into the black pool now, Nix?
Do I have to roll something?
You will have to roll acrobatics.
It's about time to give me a nat 20. Nat 1. Oh my god, I eat shit.
Did you really? Did you?
I eat shit.
Oh
Nat ones
my
on that.
god.
You get the fruitful language.
You swan dive and you miss the black pool entirely as you just your head first into the stone.
Oops, my bad. In this place, it makes you lose your direction.
I
Well,
do
anyways,
believe that
can I jump
was
in again?
simply just called stupidity.
They have it in abundance, myself included.
Are you
Can
just-
I?
What?
Can I? Swan dive.
Oh my god, roll acrobatics again. I swear to god, if you roll another nat 1,
Give me a
I'm... What?
A 4 will do it.
D20.
You got a 20?
D20.
You swan dive after embarrassing yourself, and you land on the other side on your feet.
Shit. And on the other side, then I started dusting myself off from the sand. I was like, fucking fine. Oh my god, I hated that place.
You're still in a dark, moist cave.
With a spider.
Better than that fucking place. That place gave me the fucking chills, man.
Box, do you join?
Box is pretty sure the gravity's going to invert again. He's going to be very careful with ancient A to B. And like, all right, so be very careful. Gravity will invert. I
Yes,
will
I
go first.
understand.
and
Thank you.
Catch you. Oh, you do? All right. Well, here, I'll go first. I'll try and catch you so that you don't take any further damage.
He just walks
And he'll
through.
go first.
He goes first. He pushes past you.
Oh, alrighty then, and he'll follow.
Yes, you notice that all that he does is just do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and then the gravity inverts as he's walking through.
Does he swan dive as well?
No, he's not stupid.
Yes.
Can you roll for Lyra? Because we know Lyra would want to swan dive.
No, she swan dives, breaches, does like triple 3 backflips, and spins horizontally, defying gravity because she's amazing, and then lands on her feet and does like a ballet move.
Oh, fuck you too.
Who can we roll for to see if they mess it up?
No one's gonna mess it up. I don't want to have to go through that.
True.
How about just for Lyra? Because we know she would want a swan dive.
Force Jeff to roll.
I'm not going
If
to
you-
roll for her, get a
Rolling
nat
for-
1, and embarrass her. That's not happening. She's not here.
Oh
She
my
doesn't have to
God,
roll
guys.
anything.
This moment is so funny. Look, it's on stream. You can see it. It definitely happened. Completely of your own will.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
if Lyra didn't want a swan dive, she would say something by now.
What?
If Lyra
Yeah,
didn't want a
sure.
swan dive, she would say something by now.
What did
Those
you
in
s-
opposition to not swan diving, please raise your hand. No one?
Anyways,
Then they all swan dive.
Exactly. I don't even know where this swan dive joke came from, but you know, I think I started it.
yes,
Funny.
you did.
We are
Oh.
funny people.
Well, I do think this will be where we end session.
Oh, session ended.
Yes.
Is that what end
Black
session?
pool.
Yup.
You now have Spear. A second.
Yes.
You guys loved machines so much. I'm sure. Actually, a minute. Romulus has seen this briefly, so he does know there's now a second box. He's going to be.
I don't think
real
he.
bad.
I don't think he was paying attention at all. He said he was playing Monster
He
Hunters the whole
yeah,
time.
He was not. He barely understood. I think he knows we found Warforged. I don't think he figures out I brought it back with him.
Yeah, I don't think he realizes that there's now
Yeah.
a second one of you.
Yes, he's going to. I know there's memes. Oh yes, I need to find that now there's two of them meme.
Like this is end of session, right?
Indeed.
I do have to make a phone call.
See you guys.
See ya.